Hello, my name is Tracy G. I am a Reiki master, a healer, energy worker, massage therapist, and author. And I am taking you on a trip to South Dakota this week. So if you need to get away, go on a quick road trip with me right now and let's head to South Dakota. I'll tell you some interesting information about South Dakota. We'll explore the area in Chamberlain, South Dakota, show you some good food that I ate, and so snuggle in, get cozy, let's relax. There's even going to be a fire at the end where you can end some beautiful sunsets, so come and join me. Let's get going. So we're going to start this trip by giving you a little information about South Dakota overall. Look at all those windmills. There are so many windmills in South Dakota. Lots of flat, like absolutely nothing areas. Make sure you got gas. And yeah, I wanted to just kind of tell you something about Chamberlain. It's on I-90. The miles per hour on this interstate I'm on here, guys, 90, sorry, now I'm acting like my dad, 80 miles an hour. And we just passed one of my places, if you would rewind and look at that. Anyway, this is on the way downtown. So I-90 goes right past Chamberlain. You have to take a right or go north. And this is the beautiful landscapes. And you just kind of go down into this area. And yeah, Chamberlain is actually pretty small. It's about, I have to actually look this up. Yeah, I just looked it up. There are 2,443 people in the 2026 census that live in Chamberlain, South Dakota. So let's start with my number 5 pick of things to do in Chamberlain, South Dakota. And number 5 being the downtown area. And also, just so you know, guys, this is also part of the Lewis and Clark route, and also where Sitting Bull was taken down the river. Sitting Bull would have made his journey down to Fort Yates, or from Fort Yates to Fort Randall, passing through the Chamberlain area back in September of 1881. Traveling by steamboat, the primary method for his transport, would have taken about 2 to 3 days, roughly, to go that 75-mile distance. And he arrived in Fort Randall September 17th, 1881. So now we are arriving in big downtown Chamberlain, South Dakota. Yeah, not a very big area, but you can see all the small mom and pop shops. That's the nice thing about small towns, is there are a lot of small town shops, and that is the Dakota Cuban. Mom and I decided to turn around and eat at that restaurant. It was basically Mexican food, and it is my number 1 top pick for places to eat in Chamberlain as of right now. This is the inside of that area. They had delicious food. We both got a burrito, and look at the size of this thing. Holy cow. I mean, it was big enough for us to have for 2 meals. It had, mine I think was a chicken one with rice and beans, and my gosh, it was so good. And then it has cilantro too, but very nicely decorated. And they actually have hard liquor. Look at that, guys. Hard liquor license in this small town, in this Mexican restaurant. Can you, it's another thing you gotta love about small towns. Okay, so now we're coming up on the, this is where you go across a little bridge, and now you're gonna get your first look at the Missouri River. It'll be on our left over here. That's the little inlet, and there's another little restaurant I'm gonna talk to you about over there. But yeah, here is the Missouri River. This is also a good time to give you a little history. See that bridge right over there? Okay, this area used to have an island called the American Island, and they actually flooded it when they put the dam in there. My mom actually has stories of her and her family going to the American Island. They even have trees in their tree grove at their family farm from the American Island. Okay, and here we are at my number 4 pick for places to go in Chamberlain, and this was a really nice surprise for me. Lakota Museum in St. Joseph Indian School. My mom told me that we did have some relatives who actually attended this school back in the 1960s, 1970s. So, and here are some of the chiefs of their nations. The Lakota nations that I love that they put them on the side of the building. There's many more. I might show you some more later. Oh yeah, here they are. Chief Drifting Goose, isn't that fun? Yeah, and I think I do kind of go around and see more. Here's another one, Chief Spotted Tail, and these are. I do love how they gave honor to all of these Native American chiefs across the whole sides of the building. And so here we are inside the Lakota Museum. I asked, and its primary goal is to preserve and promote the heritage of the Lakota Sioux people, bridging the gap between historical traditions and modern day life. Here is a list of people who have gone missing. Here's me by a big buffalo. Do not touch or try to pet the furry cows, guys. These things are very dangerous. Don't ever, if you're in Custer, South Dakota, I don't care where you're at. They are not cows. They are vicious. We just had a mauling like last week, a woman who was out hiking. So anyway, here, I'm just going to give you a quick little peek around the Lakota Museum. It is free to the public, and Lakota translates to honor the people. And the museum is situated on the campus of St. Joseph's Indian School along the banks of the Missouri River. It's a historical exhibit including traditional clothing, artifacts, tools, weapons. It has some very cool interactive things in which I am going to share one of the interactive stories that I found out about in here later at our campfire. So stick around. And unlike many museums, it does serve as a living classroom for students of St. Joseph's Indian School and the public, emphasizing the Lakota culture as a vibrant living tradition rather than a thing of the past. If you do go to Lakota Museum, I suggest going to their gift shop. It's got a lot of amazing, one-of-a-kind things made from Native Americans, and a lot of books. Educate yourself on the indigenous tribes and their ways of living. And honestly, we could all learn a little something from their heritage and their way of connecting with Mother Earth, and just honoring the earth and the sky and water, and just all of the elements. In the backyard, they also have a medicine wheel, and I'm going to show you that. Now, medicine wheel is a sacred indigenous symbol representing the interconnectedness of life and the natural world. Often depicted as a circle divided into 4 colored quadrants, it serves as a tool for healing, teaching, and spiritual alignment. It represents the 4 directions: north, south, east, and west, life stages, birth, youth, adulthood, and elderhood, and human dimensions: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. Okay, and onward we go to my number 3 pick, the Smoking Mule. This was my 3rd pick of places to go in Chamberlain. It's another restaurant, another gift shop, and this one is right on the Missouri. It's actually a little inlet, outlet, whatever you want to call it. The Missouri is actually to the left of there. Basically, hamburgers, fries, a lot of different sandwiches and American food. All right. So now we're getting down to our number 2 pick, which is just across this river, right across from I was telling you about that American island earlier. And it's actually my cousin and her husband run this. It is the American Creek Recreation Area and the American Campground. And right here, turn left right here, American Creek Campground. That is where you want to go if you want a camping experience. You know, my channel is a lot about camping and getting out in nature and looking at the sunsets and sunrises and being with the water and the campfires. And we're going to do a campfire next. But I highly recommend you stay here if you like to camp. Okay, you can see the sun is down and we started a campfire. So it is time for it's not a ghost story this time, but it is a Native American legend, I would say, and which I was very moved by, and I hope you are moved by it too. So here it goes. One day, a Native American grandfather, it was his birthday, his 80th birthday, and his grandson says to him, "Grandfather, I have a present for you, but do you see that hill way over there? We need to go on top of that hill for me to be able to give you your present." And so the grandfather said, "Oh, okay, yeah, we can go." So they get into his car and they drive to the hill, and they get out of the hill, and the little boy says to his grandfather, "Grandfather, I need you to walk up to the top of that hill with me for me to give you your present." And so the grandfather gets out of the car, gets his walking cane, and follows his grandson up this hill to the very top. And at the top of the hill, the little boy smiles and says, "Okay, grandfather, are you ready for your present?" And he said, "Yes, grandson, I'm ready." The little boy takes his little finger and points it to the horizon. He goes, "Grandfather, do you see that line between the earth and the sky? Do you see it?" He goes, "Yeah, I see it." He goes, "Watch." And he keeps moving his finger along the horizon, just keeps moving and moving all the way into a big circle until he comes back to facing, the exact same spot where he had started. He goes, "Do you see it, grandfather? Do you see it?" He goes, "See what?" He goes, "It's the circle of life, grandfather. And we're right in the middle of it." The grandfather smiles, his heart full, and says to his grandson, "You could have given me a card, flowers, even a gift from Target, and it wouldn't have touched my heart as much as that story touched my heart right now." So they get back into the car. They're driving back, and the little boy taps his grandfather on the shoulder again and says, "Look, grandfather, the circle of life. It's following us home." Right, so I hope you enjoyed that story. Here is the Missouri River again, and there is my the number one pick of things to see in Chamberlain, South Dakota. Something you would never in a million years believe was in this little itty bitty town. It is. So my number one pick of things to see is this statue, Dignity. And this statue is formerly known as Dignity of Earth and Sky. This is a 50-foot tall stainless steel monument. She stands on a bluff overlooking the Missouri River at a rest area along the Interstate 90. The artist who created it is from South Dakota, Laureate Dale Claude Lamphere, and it depicts an indigenous woman in the 1850s in a plains dress receiving a star quilt. The actual quilt itself and her feet and everything, they light up at night with LED lights. Isn't that awesome? This is, there's that circle of life again, guys. There's the back of the quilt. It was just amazing. I did not realize how tall it was, 50 feet tall. And they also do have in the rest area, there is a Lewis and Clark little area right here that you can kind of look at the encampments, and kind of it tells you the Lewis and Clark story. And a lot of information inside there too. So I highly suggest going into that area. Okay, and I also have a bonus thing for you, of course, as always. My other place that I really like to go every time is Al's Oasis. If you've never been to South Dakota, and if you go to Chamberlain, you really should stop by Al's Oasis. It's basically another restaurant. It's across the river on the other side from where we were for this whole video. And we're actually on this right now. We're going over where that American island would have been, and literally you can scuba dive there. I mean, they don't really do it, but and see statues and just look up American Island. I didn't want to get any copyright things on there, so I didn't really look. But anyway, so there you have it. My top 5 picks of things to do in Chamberlain, South Dakota. I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. Please like and subscribe if you did. Let me know what things you liked. Let me know the things you didn't like. Comments are very much appreciated. This is a new channel, and I am just kind of basically showing you my life week to week. I might take a break next week because I really don't have a whole lot to show you. But I will be back in 2 weeks, so I hope. Leave me a comment below whether you'd like to see a camping video in my camper or tenting it. Let me know. Did you not get to be in the video again? Did you? Did you not get to be in the video again? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, poor baby. Oh, poor baby. Yeah. Yep, we'll have to just play now, right? Yeah, Mom's done, isn't she? Oh, you're so happy? She's so happy I'm done editing. Yay. Yep. Let's get some playtime on, okay? Yeah. Okay.